Most study plans tell you to practice more to take the mock test, and that's how you get the scores. That's not actually a plan, that's a wish. If you actually want to get your desired scores, you need to have a proper structured plan in place, which I'm going to give you in this video. A 7-day, 3-hour per day plan, which we give out to all our students and which has helped a lot of students to get a 90 in the PTE test, and that is what I am going to give you in this video. The plan has got what you need to practice, when you need to practice, what your accuracy level should be, when you should be taking the mock test, and when you should be taking the full mock test as well, and how you have to fix the mistakes you do in your mock test. So if you're serious about getting your desired scores, if you do not want to waste your time and money, make sure you watch the video till the very end. I'm going to give you a plan, plus I'll give you a link from where you can download the PDF to the plan so that you have everything in place and you achieve your desired scores. For those of you who are here for the first time, my name is Varun. I'm the founder of Language Academy. I've been training students from the last 8 years and I've scored 90 14 times in the PT test, and PT is something I do day and night, and I can tell you what you need to do to get your perfect 90. Let's get started with the video. I've got a complete presentation for you where I'll tell you day by day what you need to do, what you need to avoid, and how you have to achieve your desired scores. Alright, let's get started with the video. Now, whatever I'm telling you to practice, you can practice on languageacademy.com.au, or you can download the LAPT exam practice app and download on the go as well. We have recently updated the website and the app, and the scores are pretty close to what you'll get in the actual test. The algorithm is closely aligned to what happens in the actual test, and it will give you a clear idea that where you're missing out, what you need to work on, and what are things you need to avoid. Everything is AI powered, so you don't really need to stress about anything. You can go practice and take one free full scored mock test as well. Now, as you can see on your screen, you have to study 3 hours per day for 7 days. First 2 days will be practice. Third day will be your mock test day, where we will be checking how you're performing and what you need to actually work on. So it will be learn, mock, relearn, mock, consolidate, and then take the full mock test. Every mock test you take will expose a leak where you're actually losing points and how you have to improve the same. All right. So this is how your 21 hours look like. 3 hours for 7 days, 21 hours. First, day 1, 3 hours speaking and reading. Day 2, writing and listening. Day 3, we'll take 4 sectional mock test. Day 4, speaking and reading, Redrill. Day 5, writing and listening, Redrill. Day 6, 4 sectional mock test, and day 7, full mock test. The green ones are learning, red ones are full mock test, and the orange ones are the sectional mock test. Alright. Now it doesn't matter which day it is, if it's day 1 or day 7, there are 3 question types I want you to practice. This is kind of a warm-up you have to do every day so that you can get into flow. Repeat sentence, write from dictation, and reading drop down blanks. 15 write from dictation to start with, 15 repeat sentences, and 10 drop down blanks. It is just to get you started, get you into flow, and this will just take around 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes. All right. So this is what you have to do every day. Now, when you practice, what your accuracy level should be. It's very important. It's not that you have to just practice. You need to see if you're doing it the right way or not. When you practice on Language Academy, you can see the accuracy level of whatever questions you have practiced under the daily feedback tab. All right. Let's say you have practiced 20 questions for read aloud. You'll get an average score that this was your accuracy level. What your accuracy level should be: read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, retell lecture, summarize group discussion, respond to situation. For 6 question types in speaking, apart from answer short questions, you have to at least aim for 80%. Writing, summarize written text 90%, essay at least 80%. Both the reading blanks you have to aim for 70% at least, reorder around 60% at least, I'm saying. Listening, summarize spoken text, fill in the blanks, write from dictation, and highlight incorrect words, 90% at least. For question types which I have not mentioned, like MCQ, select missing word and all, you don't really need to practice these a lot. We'll just cover these in the mock test. These are not really important, right? So this is the accuracy level which you can see on your screen as well. The questions which I have missed, we'll just check the accuracy in the mock test. Now we are on our day 1. You have to start with warm up. You do 15 write from dictation. Don't worry about doing repeat sentence or reading drop down blanks because that's already part of our daily practice. So you can just start with write from dictation. That will take you around 15 minutes. 10 read alouds, 25 repeat sentence, 3 describe image, 3 read a lecture, 3 summarize group discussion, and 3 respond to situation. Accuracy level is mentioned as well. For reading, both the blanks 15 to 20, 70% accuracy, reorders 5 to 10, 60 to 70% accuracy. If you're aiming for a band 6, you don't really need to worry much about reorders. But if you're aiming for a band 7 or above, you have to practice reorders as well. So what you have to do, first 15 minutes write from dictation, then around 1 hour or 80 minutes it will take you for speaking, 1 hour for your reading as well, and at the end give yourself around 15 to 20 minutes to go through whatever you have practiced, write down all the mistakes you have made so that you have an error log which you can revise a day before your test, that what mistakes I made, what are things I need to be careful about in the test. Very important you note down your mistakes, otherwise you practice one day, make a lot of mistakes, you practice on the third day, you make same mistakes. If you have written those down, you'll not repeat the same mistakes again. All right, so day 2 will focus on writing and listening. To start with, we'll do 15 repeat sentences and 10 drop down blanks. This will take around 25 minutes. After this, writing summarized written text to 1 essay. Listening, 2 summarized spoken text, 10 listening fill in the blanks, 5 highlight incorrect words, 25 write from dictation. Accuracy level is already mentioned. And at the end, 15 to 20 minutes, write down all your spelling mistakes, any mistakes which you made and you know you should be careful about. Day 3 is a sectional mock test day, and I want you to take sectional mock test, or you can even take the extensive sectional mock tests which are available on Language Academy. That will give you a clear view that how much scores you're likely to get in any particular question type or module in the actual test. All right. So we start with speaking, then writing, then reading, and then listening. Now it's not just about taking the mock test. You take 4 mock tests and then at least give yourself 40 to 45 minutes. Each and every question you have attempted, see where you have lost points. What are the things you need to avoid, because you have got mock test on day 6 as well, and I don't really want you to make same mistakes on day 6. Write down all the mistakes for speaking, writing, reading, and listening. Any spelling mistakes, any time management issues you faced, any other mistakes you consciously or unconsciously made, you have to make sure you write each and everything down. So day 4 again we'll do speaking and reading. What you have to do, you have to focus on speaking and reading question type I mentioned, but you have to focus more on question types which you found difficult on day 1. Let's say you found summarize group discussion and read a lecture difficult. Practice more of those. All right. So what you need to do, around 10 read aloud, 20 repeat sentence, then 3 describe image, 3 read a lecture, 3 summarize group discussion, 3 respond to situation. But if you're struggling in read a lecture and summarize group discussion, do 6 of those. I really want you to improve and learn that yes, I was facing issues in these 2 question types. Let's focus more on these ones. You were comfortable with read aloud, instead of 10, just practice a couple of those or just 5 of those. All right. So you start with your warm up, 15 write from dictation, then speaking, then reading. Again, for reading, I'll suggest you 20 of both the blanks and 10 reorders. And then error log, you have to make sure you take down notes of what mistakes you made. Plus, wherever you lost points in the reading mock test, make sure you focus a bit on that part as well. All right. Then day 5 again, writing and listening Redrill. Redrill is practicing but focusing more on question types where you faced problem or you found difficult on day 2 or in the mock test. So you warm up, 15 repeat sentence, 10 drop down blanks. Then writing, you do 2 summarized written text, 1 or 2 essays. If you lost a lot of points in essay in the mock test, instead of 1, write 2 essays. Then you have got your listening, 2 summarize spoken text, 10 listening blanks, 5 to 10 highlight incorrect words, 20 to 25 write from dictations. Now let's say you lost a lot of points in summarize spoken text, instead of 2, do 3. You did well in highlight incorrect words, you just practice couple of 5, right? Not more than that. You were doing fine in write from dictation, shift your focus from write from dictation to summarize spoken text. Wherever you lost points on day 2 of your practice or in the mock test, make sure you focus more on that, because tomorrow day 6 you have got your sectional mock test as well. So day 6, again 4 sectional mock test. I'll highly recommend you take the extensive mock test, right? Speaking, writing, reading and listening. Once you're done, you have to make sure you give yourself 45 minutes to 1 hour. Go through speaking, write down mistakes you made, and write down how you have to overcome the mistake. That is how you train your mind that yes, this is where I went wrong, this is what you have to avoid, so that you don't repeat the same mistake in the next mock test and in the actual test as well. Same thing for writing, reading, and listening. Any spelling mistake, note it down. Any template mistakes, note it down. Any issues you have got, you note it down. Because tomorrow we have got a full mock test. Now, before we move on to day 7, you need to compare your mock test on day 6 with day 3. You need to see that where your performance improved or where your performance went down. Analyze, see why you have lost more points in this particular task, why you did well in this particular task. Analyze, learn from it, because tomorrow is the big day, your final full mock test. Day 7, we have got full mock test, real condition, same time as your real exam, and you have to deep review after you take the mock test. Before you start your mock test, I want you to go through your error log, all the mistakes you have taken down, that yes, this is where I went wrong in the mock test, this is where I went wrong while practicing, so that you are conscious, you're aware that these are the things I need to avoid, these are things I need to take care of, and then you sit for your mock test, please. Once you're done with your mock test, within 10 minutes you'll get your scorecard, tutor feedback, question wise analysis. Look at your scorecard, see you're aiming for 75, you got 73, where you lost points. Go to section wise analysis, see why you have lost points, look at the AI feedback, how you have to improve, and what other things you need to take care of. All right, so what you do is take the full mock test, deep review every error, every task below target score, write it down, not just the mistakes, write down the mistakes and what are the steps you need to take to improve, overcome that particular mistake. Now, once you are done reviewing and writing down your mistakes, what you need to do, because probably you're going to take the exam in a couple of days, right? Write down all the question types or all the modules you find difficult, all the mistakes you made, and how you have to overcome it, so that you have a clear picture that this is where I went wrong, these are my weak areas, these are my strong areas, weak areas, what went wrong, and how I have to improve. So that whenever you go for the test, you have a clear picture. You just go through it, you know what are the things you need to be extra careful about while taking the test. And that is it you need to do, which this is the plan, exact plan which we give out to our students as well a week before the test, so that they can crack a perfect 90. It's not difficult to get 90. Look at these scorecards, many students are achieving their desired scores every day. And remember, if they have done it, if I have done it 14 times, you can do it as well. Just make sure you learn from your mistakes, do not repeat the same mistakes which you have made in the mock test. That is how you get your desired scores. All right, now I'm going to give you a few more reference cards so that it is easy for you to crack your test. If you look here, this is your reference card for your speaking and reading daily, what you have to practice and what your accuracy level should be, then writing and listening. And now this is the error log. It's not about practicing a lot, it will not help you, it will not fix you, and learning from the mistakes is extremely important. Log the score means write down the score against the target score, find out your mistakes, and make sure whatever mistakes you have made, you go through those and do not repeat on the next practice day. Always in the mock test, write down what scores you got in speaking, writing, reading, and listening, so that you can compare and see if you're improving or if you're going down, so that you know what part and which area you have to work hard on. 3 rules that protect your 3 hours. Try to practice at the same hour of the day. Let's say if you're practicing 6 to 9, try to make it a habit that you do it in a continuous shift. Don't just practice 1 hour in the day, 1 hour in the afternoon, 1 hour midnight. Block that particular window of your day for the next 7 days and practice for the same hour. That will be more productive. Try to hit the accuracy bar and try to take proper sleep, and make sure you review all the mistakes you made before your test day. That is how you are going to crack your PT test in the very first go. Now I've attached a link in the description box. Probably I'll attach it in the first comment as well, so that you can download this plan, keep it handy, and practice and track your progress throughout. That's it. That is what I would highly recommend you to do to crack your PT test in the very first go. We'll wrap up the video. If the video was helpful, do like, share, and subscribe. To practice, you can go on languageacademy.com.au or download the LAPT exam practice app. If you need any help, we do provide online and on-campus classes. Just visit our website, fill the form. One of our team members will be with you, and we will give 100% to help you out. Like we have helped more than 50,000 students till date to achieve their desired scores. I'll see you in the next video. Go and practice on languageacademy.com.au or download the LAPT exam practice app and get your desired scores. If I have done it 14 times, if thousands of students are doing it, you can do it as well. You need to trust yourself, you need to put in the hard work, you need to follow the system, and remember, you need to work hard in the right direction under the right guidance, and that is something which will guarantee your success. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.